in register addressing mode, your data will present in register. In register addressing mode, your data will present in register. Okay. Now, what is register? I will let you know within a minute. As of now, just keep this thing in mind. In register addressing mode, your data will present in where? Register. Second one is what? Your direct addressing mode. Direct addressing mode. Okay. So in direct addressing mode, we directly used to give address to the instruction. Like for example, let move b comma 4022. Okay. So see, this is the address. This is the address of a memory location. This is the address of a memory location. So from this address, the data will directly move into where? Into register B. See, direct means what? We are directly giving the address. Therefore, it is called as direct addressing mode. See, register means what? Our data is stored in the register. See, C is the register. Therefore, it is called as register addressing mode. Okay. After this, there is something which is called as a immediate addressing mode. Or you can say it immediate also. Okay. So in immediate addressing mode, we directly used to provide data. So example, maybe it's like ADI 94. Let it be 94. So say what does it mean? We are directly giving data. So this is the direct data we are giving to an instruction. This is the instruction, and this is the data which we are directly giving to an instruction. Okay. And so this means what? A equal to A plus 94. Okay. See, in register addressing mode, the data is present in the register, which is in C. In direct addressing mode, we are giving the address, and in that address, see, the scenario will be like this way. In this address, the data will present. Okay, so when we run this instruction, when we execute this instruction, then see in 4022 the data is Y. So data will move into B. Means what? After executing this instruction, this may be the output. Okay. Now assume, let's take example of this also. See, assume in A there is 5 and in C there is 3. So after executing this instruction, the output will be what? Add C means what? A equal to A plus C, which means what? 5 plus 3 equal to 8. This is the output. Okay. And see, immediate means what? We're directly giving the data to the instruction. Therefore, it is called as immediate. Now, next one is what? Implied. See, in implied, there is no need to give anything. Means like, for example, STC. STC means what? Set carry. Set carry means what? Assume if your C equal to 0, and if you write set carry, then your C will automatically become 1. Set means what? Setting something. Okay. And there is something also called as reset. It may be like RTC. Now this means what? Assume your C equal to 1. And if you write RTC, then your C will become what? 0, which means what? Reset carry. Okay. And your last one is what? Your last one is indirect. See, your last one is what? Indirect addressing mode. Okay, I will continue here. Our last one is what? Indirect addressing mode. Okay, now indirect addressing mode means what? See, indirect means what? We won't provide address directly. See, if we compare, in case of direct, we have given address directly, but here we won't give address directly. Okay, so the example of indirect addressing mode will be like, assume, see, it will be like move B comma, here we will provide something as D. Okay, move D comma D, and in your D it's 40, and in your E it's let it be 22. Okay, so see, first of all, what we have to evaluate this one. We need to evaluate this one. Okay, so If we do so, then it will become what? Then it will become move. Wait. Then what it will become? It will become move b comma. Say d means what? 4 0 and e means what? 2 2. So what it will become? Move b comma this means now from this location the data will be moved. Now the location is what? 4022 and the content is what? 5. So b equal to 5. Okay. So indirect means what? We are not directly giving address. Okay. By indirectly we are giving address. Okay. I hope this all 5 things are clear to you. If anyone having still doubt, they can ask me about this 5 instruction, about this 5 addressing. Or else you can just take a screenshot if you want. If you want, you can just take a screenshot for your reference. Sorry, just wait. Okay. I hope this one is clear to you, everyone. See this also there's a chance of coming this for 5 mark in your exam. So if this come, then you have to first of all you have to give the explanation for each one, and then for each one you have to give one example too. Okay, now let's move forward. So now let's understand what this register means. Okay, see, there is something which is called as your memory hierarchy. Memory hierarchy. Okay, see how it is. First of all, this is your secondary storage. Secondary storage. Then there come your RAM. Means what? Main memory. Then come your cache memory. Okay. And then come your registers. Then come your CPU. Then come your CPU. See, all these are memory only, but what thing vary is what? Their speed. Their speed and their cost. Okay. See, register is very close to CPU. So CPU can access register very fast now. So see, register is very close to CPU, therefore CPU can access register very fast. Okay, then cache memory. Cache memory is little close to CPU. Okay, so if you observe the speed of accessing, okay, the speed of accessing register, first it will be what? Register, then cache, then RAM, then secondary. Okay, so therefore see, if you observe in your mobile phone, if you observe you might have like in a normal mobile phone, if you observe, there will be about 4 GB RAM. Okay, and there might be what around you can say 128 GB external storage. External storage. See, if you use any app for cleaning your mobile phone, so you might have noticed that the 25/6 MB cache has been cleared. If you have ever noticed this one, okay. So your cache is around in your MBs. It will be around your 256 MB, and the registers are very few. The registers are very few. See why this is so? Because if we observe the cost also, so the cost of register is very high. The cost of register is it's very high. Why this so? Because the CPU can access register very fast. Therefore, if you observe, the cost is same. Register, cache, RAM, and secondary storage. Therefore, in your mobile phone, you have secondary storage more, then RAM, then cache, then register. These are hardly about 8 to 10 MBs, I think so. This is around 256 MB, and this is around 4 GB or 8 GB. Maximum 16 GB you can find in the mobile phone, I think so, or max to max 32 GB. But this you can find around 1 TB too. Okay, so the 1 TB cost of this is hardly around 5,000. Okay, but if you ever compare, the 32 GB of this is around 7 to 8,000. Why this so? Because the speed of accessing. Okay, the speed of accessing. So what is register? Register is nothing but a memory only. It's a type of memory which is very close to the CPU. Okay, which is very close to the CPU, or you can say your processor. The technical word we can say it is a processor. Okay, so if you want, you can just take a screenshot for your reference. Okay, fine. Now let's see the type of the register which we have in 8085. Okay. See. Type of registers. Okay. So basically we have now 8 registers. A, B, C, D, E, H, L, 7. Okay, and these all are 8-bit register. It's what? 8-bit register. 8-bit register means what? Okay, this means it's a 8-bit register, which means it can store only 8. You can say like 0 ones. It can store only 8 0 and 1s. Okay, this all are 8-bit register. Okay, now we used to pair the register. What? Sometime what we want, sometime for some problem we want 16-bit register. What we want 16-bit register. So what we used to do, we used to join this one. Okay, so which one we can join? We can join BC, DE, HL. Okay, we can join this only BC, DE, HL. Okay, this is perfect. So it will become B6 8 and your C is B is 8 and C is 8. So if we combine both of them, then it will become, just wait. So what is cache? Okay, someone asked what is cache. Saidam. Okay, fine. So see, cache is a type of memory only. It's very it's quite closer to the CPU. Therefore, its speed is very fast. It's a type of memory only. Okay, now see, it's a 16-bit register means what? We are combining BC, DE, and HL. See, now we cannot combine CD. This is wrong. This is wrong. We can't do this. So now we can do EH. This is not so. What we only can do, we can combine only BC, DE, HL. So this might can your examiner in oral exam might can ask you this one. They might give you this 5 to 4 option, and they will ask which one is valid or which one is not valid. Just keep in your mind what we can combine is what only BC, DE, and HL. We can't combine CD and EH, all those things. Okay. So type of register, say this all are of 8-bit register, and this all are of 16-bit register. Okay, so if you want, you can just take a screenshot. now let's see data transfer instruction. Data transfer instruction. As the name suggests, what data transfer? Data transfer. Transfer means what? To move something from one place to another place. Now something from one place to another place means what? One place to another place. Now this means what? See, in our case, the place is nothing but what? The place is nothing but what? Register the memory locations. Okay, the memory location. So if we make a combination, I hope you all know the combinations, permutation and combination. So see, either, so we have two only. So how many combination we can make? We can make around 4 combination of what? Either from memory location to memory location. See, move something from, see, this will execute in this way, okay, in this way, or else from memory to R to M, or from R to R. So this one combination are possible, but out of this 4, this one is not valid. This is invalid. Okay, this is your invalid. So now see, move R comma M. This means what? This means what? Move content of memory to register. Okay, and this one is, this means what? Register to memory, and this means what? Register to register. But this one is invalid. Which one? Memory to memory is invalid. Okay, so just take a screenshot if you want. So see, the move is used for just to move a data from one place to another place. So if you want, you can just take a screenshot. Okay, fine. Now see, there is something which we called as MVI. There is something which is called as MVI. It is just an enhanced version of move. See, if we observe, in case of move, either we are writing in this way, B to C, like B to C, or like, wait, I will just make you clear. See, for example, move R comma R, and in this case, the example might be, and this is maybe your example, which is what? Move B comma C. B and C are your register. So we are moving the content of C into B. See, if you observe, this one is what? This one is your register addressing mode. Okay, this one is your register addressing mode. Why? Because our data is present in C. C is what? Your register, na? So this is your register addressing mode. Okay, and you can take one more example. Let it be R comma M, and this might so be like example. It can be move B comma, let it to be 4022. So this one is what? Your direct addressing mode. Why direct addressing mode? Because we are moving a data which is present in your location, as you provide directly in the location. So our data will move from the location to register B. Okay, so this is your direct addressing mode. Now just an enhanced version of this. It is nothing but MVI. MVI is what? MVI is nothing but your MVI. MVI is nothing but your what? Immediate addressing mode. Or you can say it at immediate addressing mode. In this case, what? You are directly giving the data. Like for example, if we see MVI, memory and data. And if we take the example of this one, if we take the example, then it might be MVI. This is the location. It will be 4022 and data 94. Or anything which you want. So in this case, what we're directly moving our data into the location. Okay, and next you can say like MVI register comma data. In the example of this case will be MVI let B is register and data. So in this case also our data, we have given our data directly, therefore we are using, therefore it is a immediate addressing mode, and our data will directly move into the register B. I hope this one is clear to you. If you are in doubt regarding the move instruction or MVI instruction, you can ask by unmuting yourself or okay. If anyone have any doubt regarding move and MVI, they can ask. Okay, fine. If you want, you can just take a screenshot of this one. See, as of now, I am just showing you the important instruction which might help us in doing the assembly language programs. Okay. Okay. So now there's something which is called as LXI. LXI, LXI, RP. LXI, RP, and this is your data. See, RP means what? As I told you, RP means what? Your register pair. Your register pair. And as you have BC, DE, and HL as a register pair. Okay. As a register pair, BC, DE, and HL, these all things are our register pair. So this is simple for simplification. Just keep this thing in your mind. If we want to point, if we want to point to a memory location, then we use HL. Then we use what? HL. Okay. See. Let is the screen visible? Can anyone let me know?
Yes.
Okay, fine. See, assume if you have to point to the memory location 4025, assume we have to point here, where we have to point here. So this number must be in your HL. Simplification, just for simplification, just keep this thing in your mind. Assume we have to point, assume where we have to point, assume we have to point at location 4025. So this 4025 must present in your HL. Just keep this thing in your mind. So how we will write this one? We will write it as LXI H. See, as of we have write only H, but this means HL only. LXI H. What you have to write 4025. See, internally, this is nothing but LXI HL only. But for writing, we are writing only LXI H. Just for writing, what we are writing LXI H. Now what will happen? In your H, 40 will be copied, and in your L, 25 will be copied. Okay. If we combine HL is 4025. HL containing 4025. Therefore, we are pointing here. Where we are pointing? We are pointing here. Means your memory is pointing here. I hope this one is clear. See, this is not the proper. This is not the given explanation in your book, but this is a simple explanation which might you help in your assembly language program. So if you want, you can just take a screenshot. So there is something which is called as a LDAX. So this means what? To load your register accumulator. Okay, see, this means what? I will write LDAX. The complete instruction is in this way. RP. If I write LDAX, let it to be BC. See, RP means what? Again, I am saying it's a register pair. So I have to write a pair. So I have written LDAX BC and assume in B the content is let it to be 94 and C is 38. See, assume this is the scenario, okay? If I written LDAX BC, see BC means what? Now, how it will work? The internal working will be how? It will be LDAX. So instead of BC, we will write what? 989438. Okay. Now from 9438, the content is what? 4. The content is what? 4. Now this content will be copied in your accumulator. Okay. So now see, since A is 8, after this instruction, your A will become 4. Okay. So this is how it works. LDAX BC. In your BC, 94 and 38 is there. Okay. Now if we observe, this is your indirect addressing mode. Why? See, because we are not directly giving them the address. The address is present in your register B and C. Okay. So this is your indirect addressing mode, and this is how your LDAX work. Similarly, there is something which is called as STAX. This is the exact opposite of your LDAX. Okay. See, in LDAX, the content will be stored in the A. A stands for your accumulator. Now, the exact opposite version of LDAX is what? XTX. So the scenario will be same only. Assume initially your A is 8 and this is all the memory location which we have, and let it to be 9436 only, 9438 only, 9439, 9440, and this is a 9441. Okay, fine. And let's say in your B there's something which is 94, and your C there's something which is a 38. Okay, and let's here the same content only there. It's to be 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so internally how does it work? See, also STAX BC is what? 9438. So in this scenario, the content of your accumulator will be directly move into the memory location 9438. So okay, so your LDA works in this way and your STX will work in this way. Just see the difference between both of them. Okay, so what will happen? So since the content of A is 8, now the content of A just will move here. So instead of 4, what it will become? It just become 8. Okay, and this is also what? And this is also your indirect addressing mode. What? Indirect addressing mode, because we are not directly providing them the address. Addressing mode. See, the address is present in your register, and through register they are getting the address. Therefore, this is also what? Indirect addressing mode. Okay, so if anyone have any doubt in this one, they can ask. See, this is one of the important instruction which always come in your exam. So if you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself and can ask, or else I will move ahead. If you want, you can just take a screenshot of this one. Okay, fine. So now there is something which is called as exchange, as I have told you yesterday only. This is also might come in your examination. See, this is stands for exchange. Okay. If we write, see, the instruction is what? So how we used to write this what? X at J. So this much only we have to write. If we notice this one is what? Your implied addressing mode. Your implied addressing. So what this instruction will do? Okay, this will exchange the content of HL with D. This will exchange the content of HL with DE, which means what? And for example, let's take an example and then it will be easy for you. Assume in H and L there is something which is 8044. This means what? In H there will be 80 and in L there will be 44. And let's consider D. Let's consider D 353 or 48. So in your D there will be something 53, in your E there will be something 48. Okay. So is the screen visible? Okay, fine. So there is something which is so in your HL there is something okay. Now if we wrote this one, if we wrote if we just wrote if we wrote X, sorry, just wait. Yep. If we wrote, then what will happen? In your HL, this data will be moved. Which one? This one. So in HL, there will be what? 534 byte, and this 2 here, and your D, there will be what? 8044. Okay, so this is also one of the important instruction which might come. They will definitely say in the exam the question might be in this way also. First of all, if you want, you can just take a screenshot, then I will show you, or else if you have any doubt, then you can ask. Okay, fine. Then exam they might ask you question in this format also. Like for example, they may give you like in this way. Move B comma C. So this come for 5 mark. Okay, I'm just showing you this move B comma C. Then add 4022. At 4022, then Alexa. Wait, okay, let it be. Not Alexa. Let it might be move D comma D. Then fourth one, let it to be STC. Okay, and let the fifth one be ADI 94H. So this come for 5 marks. They just ask you the about addressing mode, the type of addressing mode. See, if you observe, this one is what your. If you observe, this one is what your register addressing mode, because the data is contained in C. We are moving data from register C to B. See, the important is this one, not about this one. You have to just observe this one, this. Okay, this is the thing, this one. Okay, this is what your register addressing mode. If we observe, this one is what your direct addressing mode, because the data is present in the address and we're directly giving them the address. Okay, this one is what, see, if you observe, this one is what your indirect, your indirect. This one is what your implied, and this one is what your immediate or immediate. Why? See, because we are directly giving data to the instruction. Here we are nothing providing them. Here the address is present in D. Okay, so we are indirectly giving the address to the instruction. Therefore, it is called as indirect. Here we are directly giving the instruction. Sorry, we are directly giving the address, and here the data is present. And in the first one, the data is present in the register. Therefore, it is called as register addressing mode. So this also comes for 5 mark in your examinations. Seems to be very easy. But in order to answer this one, you should know the type of instruction, the type of addressing mode. Then only you can answer this type of questions. Okay, fine. I hope this one is clear to you. If anyone still having any doubt in the addressing mode or in move MVI or in LXI, LDX, XTX, they can unmute themselves and can ask. Okay, if you want, you can just take a screenshot of this one. Okay. Now let's see the arithmetic instruction. Arithmetic instruction. See, this means what? Your add, your subtraction, your division. Okay. Your division, your multiplication. But in 8085, as of now what we are learning 8085. So in 8085 you have just instruction for only add and subtract. Okay, you don't have any instruction for your division and multiplication. You only have instruction for your addition and subtraction. Addition and what? And for subtraction you have only instruction in 8085. Okay, now let's see the instruction for this two. So first of all, let's see the addition instruction. As of yesterday only I have told you, see, in order to do addition, see, first of all, in order to do addition, we required what? 2 integers. And out of this 2 integer, the one integer might present where? In your accumulator, and second might be present anywhere. Okay, see what I am trying to say. For addition, what we required? For addition, we required 2 numbers, and out of this 2 number, see, one must be present in where? In your accumulator, and second might be present anywhere. For addition as well as for subtraction too, one must be present in the accumulator and second must be present in now where will be present? Either in you can say in your register or in your memory. See, accumulator is a type of register only. Okay. So register means what? Your B, C, D, E, H, and L, and this is what? Your memory. Okay. So just do it. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is the important concept you must keep in your mind. For addition, one number must be present in your accumulator and second number might be present anywhere, either in register or either in memory. Okay, Now let's see. If you want, you can just take a screenshot of this one for your reference. Let's see addition instruction again. Let's see the addition instruction. The first one is what? See, this means what? If I have written this means what? See, as of now, I have told you for addition there must be a two number. There must be two number. One number must be in your register. One number must be in your accumulator, and second number must be in memory. Okay, so first number here and second number here. First number and second number. So see, add m means what? This means what? This means a equal to a plus m. This means one number has been stored in accumulator and your second number has been stored in memory. And if you add them up, and your result will again stored in the accumulator. This means this. Okay. Add m means what? A equal to a plus m. Same. Add r. See, example might be after explaining after giving a theoretical concept to every instruction, you have to give them an example too. Okay, you have to give them example too. So you must take an example in this way. For example, let's consider the memory location 4022, 4023, 4024. Let's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and let's a will be what? 5. Okay, a will be what? 5. So if we write add m, add up, m means what? Memory location. So we have to write the memory locations now. Let it to be 4023. So this means what? A equal to a plus the content of 4023 means the content of 4023. So the content of A is what? 5. See, one number has been stored here in the accumulator, and the second number is stored in the memory location 2. The answer will be 7. Okay. So now this number has been gone. Which number? This number has been gone. And now your A will come 7. Okay. So after every example, after every explanation, you have to give them as one example too. Now same. Now anyone can tell me this is which type of addressing mode? Adam? Anyone can let me know Adam is which type of addressing mode?
Direct.
Yeah, right. Yes, right. This is direct. Why? Because we're directly giving them the address. So this used to come in exam for Wyman. Very simple, but if you don't know the concept, then you won't be able to answer. See now, add-r. Add-r means what? Same. One is in accumulator. And register. Okay. First number and second number. And this means what? A equal to a plus r. Same. Now, again, we have to give them example. Example like add, let b. So let a be 5 and let b is 4. And see how it will be what? This is nothing but a equal to a plus b. So 5 plus 4 is nothing but 9. So now this will gone. Now in your A, they will be 9, and in your B, so there's nothing change in B. So in B, there will be 4 only. Okay, so how you have to write? I will just give a proper example. Means how we have to write in examination. Okay, just wait. See. exactly how we have to write in examination. I will let you know. Like for example, assume we are explaining them about add-n. Okay, let it to be add b. Okay, add b. So first of all, you have to give them the explanation. Add b is an arithmetic instruction. Like which type of instruction? Just write the point here. Like the type of instruction. Okay, then the type of addressing mode, it's come under the register addressing mode y. Then you have to just write in 1 to 2 line y, it's a register addressing mode. So see, type of addressing mode and y. 2 line or 2 line explanation maybe. Then the number of bytes required for this instruction. Okay, you have to in theoretical part you have to explain this much only. Now now you have to take an example too. So what you have to write? So you have to write in this way: before execution. Before execution. For execution, assume a is 8, and let it let's take a small number. That a is 4, and in your b is 3. Okay, now you have to write design. Now you have to write page layout after execution. After execution, see what we are using: add b. So add b is what? A equal to a plus b. So after say, so a will become 7. Okay, so after execution your a is become 7, and your say there is no change in the b, na? So your b is 3. So in this way you have to write in the exam. Take an example: after execution, before execution. You have to write in this way. So this all thing come for only 1 mark in your examination. So this all thing. So you have to write all this thing for 1 mark. So they will give you 5 instruction, and then you have to explain them all the 5 instruction for 5 marks. Okay, so you have to just write this 3 point and you have to give this example. If you write, then only out of 50 you will get around 49. Okay, if you want 49 or 48 out of 50, see, your written part will be 49, 48, and your practical will be 50. So in practical you will easily get for 49 if your program runs. And in theoretical part, if you want 49 and 48, you have to write in this way. Then only you will get 49 and 48. And it's very easy to score 49 and 48 in CS1 and CS2. In CS1 it's very easy, 49 to score out of 50. And CS2 48, they will definitely give you if you write in a proper way and the proper content. Okay. So if you want, you can just take a screenshot. Okay, fine. This is easy. Just take a screenshot if you want. See why I'm saying you, because I too was a CS student. Okay, so I have done my CS from when I was in 12th, I was in RJ college. So I scored around 99 in CS1 and 98 in CS2. So it's very easy to score 99 and 98 in CS1 and CS2. Because the only criteria is you have to write a lot in the examination, because you are getting 3 hours for your 50-mark examination. Okay, let's take a screenshot and then we will move ahead. Okay, fine. See, the way we did for addition, the way same we have to get for subtraction. Same way, nothing different. Okay. Now there's something which is called as your see. We have, as of now, we have saw add rn, add n. Similarly, it will be what? ADI. ADI in this case we will directly give data, that to be 3. So what does it mean? Same. See, in this case, our one number is present in where? In accumulator. And second number we are directly giving them. Second number directly giving them. Okay, see, our first criteria is what? One number must be present in accumulator, and that criteria has been satisfied. Okay, so this means what? A equal to a plus 3. So let see, same, let's follow the same thing only, same way only, how to do and how to write. So can anyone let me know which type of instruction, which type of addressing mode is this one I have wrote?
Register indirect.
No, it's just a immediate. Now see, we have given directly the data na, so it's an immediate addressing mode. And see, there's a one shortcut to keep. See, I have wrote here what I. So if you saw an I in the instruction, so you might say it's as immediate only. Okay, so this is this. You can say a shortcut or anything just for your easiness. Okay. So see how you have to write. Say before execution, same you have to write. Assume in A there is something in your A there's something 4, and in your the data is 3, and after execution will be what? After execution, same, after execution will be what? Your A will nothing say, as we wrote ADI equal to A. Sorry, just give me a minute. ADI equal to A. So this is what? A equal to A plus 3, which is what? In your A there is 4 plus 3 is 7. So after execution your A is become 7 and your data is same. There is no change in your data. Okay. So ADI stands for add immediate. The full form of this instruction is what? Add immediate or immediate. What you have to pronounce, you can pronounce it. It is nothing but add immediate or immediate, and this is the immediate addressing mode. Because why? It's because we are directly giving them the data, therefore it's an immediate addressing mode. So now there are many different instruction too in the arithmetic instruction, in the arithmetic group. Now I will let you know one more the different type of instruction which is there in your addition. If you want, you can just take a screenshot of this one. Okay, fine. See, now there is one more different type is what? Is something which is add C. Add C, either it will be M or cell. Add C, either it will be R. M means what? Memory, and R means what? Your register. See, add C means, first of all, we should understand the full form of this instruction, then it will be easy. Add C means what? Add along with the carry. What? Add along with the carry means what? See, if I wrote this instruction, this is nothing but A equal to A plus M plus C. C is what? Your carry. C is what? Your carry. Okay. And now, can anyone let me know which type of addressing mode this instruction come under? Add CM. So you have to answer this one. For example, if I wrote this in this way, I hope someone can answer. Yeah, as of now I have wrote address here, not directly, so this will come under what? Direct addressing mode. Okay, now let the content is this. Now let A will be 4 and your C will be 1. Okay, so same, before execution your A is 4, your C is 1, and in your 4022 the data is what? Your data is what? 2. Okay. Now after execution, it will become what? After execution, it is nothing but a equal to a plus 4022 plus c, which is nothing but what? 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is what? Your 7. So your a will be 7. So there is no change in m. So your m is same only, 2, and in your c there will be what? 1. Okay. So if anyone have any doubt in this instruction, you can ask. And for your reference, you can just take a screenshot. And this is same. This is nothing but what? A equal to a plus r plus c. Same. So this all are your addition instruction. Now same, there will be what? The instruction for subtraction. The only thing varies your sign. Okay, instead of add, just we have to do subtraction. Okay, so if anyone have any doubt, as of now we have saw, they can ask, or else for now we will stop here. If you have doubt, then you can ask, or we can stop here. Okay, then fine, let's stop here only for now. Welcome, dear.